Welcome to another bean pick. This is the 2013 Bowtech Stryker 380. And last year we done a video on those and had good success with the 380. And this year they've done some changes and done some modifications. We're going to talk a little bit about that this year. For the most part, last year, of all the ones we sold, it was very low occurrence of some limb issues, and Bowtech has done some new things to help change around. But we're going to go over the basics first. The first thing for this year, the standard finish is going to be the black riser, and it's going to be the black limbs. Now, last year we had the black limbs and we had the camo stock, rather, not the riser, but the camo stock. And this year, all the bows factory are going to come with a black stock. Now, you can upgrade to the mossy oak tree stand, which is a $30 upgrade if you prefer camo, and so you have that option as well. But this is the package, the 380 package, and what comes is the scope, just like we saw last year. It comes with 5 gold tip laser tube bolts, and it comes with the field points as well. It comes with the sling, and it comes with the rope cocker. Now, the 380 also has the string suppressors here on either side. The 350 does not come with that. That helps stop the string after the shot and reduces the noise that you'll have. But this is the 380. It shoots 380 feet per second. So it's a 165-pound pull. Also, the bow comes with a anti-dry fire mechanism with this bolt sensor, and what you do is you put the safety in the fire position, and then when you cock it, the string comes back and it will automatically clip down to the safe position. At that point, it will not go into the fire position unless you load a bolt, and the bolt has to go underneath this bolt sensor and slide back all the way against the string. Now, last year and over the last few years, we did have some issues where people would dry fire and maybe have a string break or something like that, or it may even have limb or cam problems from a dry fire. And what commonly was the reason for that was that when someone cocked the bow and they loaded the bolt, they did not get the bolt all the way back against the string. And so one thing to combat that this year, Bowtech has a new capture knock from gold tip that goes on the end of the bolt, and so it's has a deeper groove in it, and it fits much nicer against the string. Because what was happening was, if someone didn't get all the way back and the bow was fired, that the string would skip the bolt and cause the dry fire. So they have the capture knock. Another thing that Bowtech did was the shortened or lengthened the strings and the cables just by a small bit, so that there's not as much tension on the limbs. Bowtech has also incorporated a new testing procedure that they do after the bow is manufactured, so that when it comes to you, it's been tested and the limb occurrence is very, very small now. And also Bowtech this year is bringing bows back in-house to correct the problems. Last year they would send limbs out and have the dealers correct the problem. Now they're bringing bows back to the factory to correct them. But this is the Strykezone 380, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go over and demonstrate that cocking procedure that I was talking about earlier, and then we're going to come back and show the shot. The other thing before I get to that is the cease fire. There's a cease fire pin that slides into these 2 holes when the bow is cocked, and you can have the bow cocked and the safety will be on. And you can maybe think, well, I'm coming home from a hunt or something like that. There's a cease fire pin that you can slide in here to guarantee that the bow can't go off. And there's 2 holes in the rubber stock here, in the butt stock, that can go in for storage. Before, when I first started carrying Bowtechs, the guys would come up with like little strings or some kind of rope to hold that cease fire, but actually it slides right here in the butt stock. So in order to cock the bow, what you want to do is turn the bow straight down, and you want to slip your foot in there, and so that the bow is supported. It's not going to go one way or the other. And it comes with the rope cocker. And so with the rope cocker, you just want to drip it over the end of the buttstock, and you want to take your two hooks and hook them to your string. And then grab the handles. And before you cock it, you want to make sure that both of these hooks are next to the rail. You want to get them as close to the rail as possible so that when you pull up and cock it, that you are pulling one continuous motion, and that the string, and that you have a good firm hold on those strings, because you don't want it to slip loose or slip off. Make sure you're in the fire position, and when you get the full cock, it'll flip over to safe. So what we're going to do, we're going to cock it, and the best thing to do is just bend over it and stand up, and then the rest of the way you pull with your shoulders and your arms, and you kind of hear that click. And once the bow is cocked, you can see that it's in the safe position, and it will not go in the fire position. The only way you can do that is to slip the bolt down the rail all the way back, and then it'll slip off and go into the fire position. But we're going to leave it in safe, and we're going to come back and take a shot in just a minute, and then give you a feel for how well this thing performs as far as the speed, and then you can get a good idea about the sound of the noise. To date, the Bowtech Strykezone 380 is one of the quietest bows out of the box that we've shot. You can get limb dampeners and some string leeches to help quiet it down even more. And as you can see, in a cocked position, it is a very compact crossbow, which is really nice for your tree stand and your ground blind. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So thanks for watching, and we're going to come back in just a minute with a shot. All right, this is going to be the shooting part of the session with the Bowtech Striker 380. To go over a quick thing, the scope, it comes with, there's 4 reticles in there, and those are for 20, 40, 50, and 60. It shoots so flat and fast that the 20-yard pin, you can use it for 30. When you get past 30, you just have to kind of play with it and see which is best for you. But it goes 20, 40, 50, and 60. Most of the time, what we always have is when we get the scope mounted, most of the time there is no really left or right adjustment. Now you may have some, but most of the time there's nothing there we really need to do other than just do up or down and kind of fine tune as you walk back tune it. And the other important note is with the rail, if you're going to sit outside and maybe practice and shoot for a while, you want to keep that rail lubed. You want to lube it every 2 to 3 shots. Now if you're going to go hunting, you can just you don't have to really worry about the lube, especially because you want to keep your scent down and stuff like that. But if you're going to practice or fine-tune something or kind of sight in your scope, or if you get a new scope or something like that, it's very important that you keep the rail lubed, because if the string builds up friction as it scoots down that rail, and it will wear your string out very quickly if you do not keep it lubed. So we're going to take a shot, and then you can get a good idea of the sound of the 380. And so this is the Strykezone 380. You can tell that's pretty quiet right out the gate. It's super fast, and you can buy these directly off our website. Now the price did increase this year from last year's. The MSRP is $7.99 for the black stock, and the mossy oak tree stands are $8.29. But we are running some specials here and there, so feel free to contact us about those. But you can purchase them directly from our website at www.beanoutdoors.com. Our phone number is 336-564-2400, and our email address is eric, E-R-I-C, at beanoutdoors.com. And we do carry the 350s as well, but this is the 380, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and thanks for watching.